Hello, welcome back. It is new moon time again. So, welcome back to this little space in the internet, this little corner of the internet. If you're new here, my name is Imogen. I'm a woman who is a mother of two. I work in finance and I'm deeply, deeply passionate about using inner mindset tools to access my full potential. And I also work as a mentor to guide other ambitious women like myself to both cope with any amounts of stress, access full potential, and up-level our lives. So welcome back to the space. If you are an astrologer, do not come for me. I love doing full moon and new moon rituals, but I don't do it the official astrologer way. I do it my way. I have the Imogen take on these things, and I do them the way that I feel spiritually inclined. So if you are keen to kind of play with the new moon and the full moon ritual, what would we call it? Like it's not the finance and corporate way, because that sounds so dull and so boring. And that's really not what I'm here for. It's more like, and I don't want to say the boss babe way, because that feels very played out and like, kind of basic now, right? Not that boss babes are basic, because they're not, but there's something about that terminology that just feels a little. I have these goals. I have very big goals, very big dreams for my life, and I'm not interested in settling for anything that is subpar. And I like my rituals. I like my spiritual tools to support me on that path, but I like them to feel as luxurious and glamorous as the life that I'm going towards. And that's kind of the energy that I infuse into my rituals. I want my rituals to feel chic. I want them to feel exciting. I want them to feel flowy and integrated. So if you are excited to experience a full moon and a new moon ritual like that, then thank you for being here, coming to my space. That is what we're going to do. So it is new moon December, new moon in Sagittarius, the new moon, full disclosure, the new moon in Sagittarius was on the 12th of December. Today we are recording and it is the 18th of December, and it's probably going to be the 19th of December by the time I fully upload this video. And if I'm not mistaken, okay, I'm not closer to the full moon just yet. It's the 27th of December for the full moon. So well done me. I am halfway between new moon and full moon. But you don't know me yet because this whole thing is kind of new, but I am a bit of a late person. So this is not that weird that I'm not completely on the routine. We're still working. We're still new. We're still getting there. However, I wanted to still do this ritual, this new moon ritual in Sagittarius for December, for one very particular reason. Even though I am late to the game, and even though you are watching this and you are late to the game, because this new moon ritual is at such a particular time, i.e., this new moon ritual is happening in December, coming up for the new year, this ritual can actually be performed any date leading up to the new year, and actually in the new year too, because this ritual and the energetics of this ritual line up so perfectly with New Year resolution vibes. So I want you to use this new moon December energy to do pre-New Year. So personally, I believe that New Year's resolutions are most effective when they are done before the New Year's, in the same way that I believe setting intentions every month is more effective if you do it on the new moon than if you do it on the first of the month. And I have a few reasons for this, and I really deeply believe this. Okay, so one reason that I believe this for both cases is doing something on the first of the month or the 1st of January has a lot of kind of external pressure, because it's the date that you are expected to do something new, right? It's kind of like, have you ever heard the quote by Roald Dahl? I love deadlines and I love the sound they make as they come swooshing by. That is kind of first of the month energy. You know, you tell yourself you're going to start something on the first of the month. You tell yourself you're going to start something on Monday, and then you arrive to that big looming day, and maybe you're not ready. The energetics doesn't align. And that's kind of why I enjoy a new moon ritual to set intentions, because the new moon energy carries 3 days before and 3 days after, and even a full week after the new moon, the energetics are still very potent. They're very there. So it is really you choosing to show up spiritually, get centered, find the space that you are coming from, reassess everything and then set intentions from that position. So to me, that attitude is really in flow with our energetics. It is in flow with the earth, but it removes that sense of pressure, that sense of external pressure because of a random date that someone else has decided, i.e. the calendar. And it allows you to just feel into the energy of what it is that you're looking for. And it's much more of a conscious choice. So that's like my first very drawn out reason. My second one is pre-resolutions, particularly when it comes to New Year's resolutions. That helps you build a sense of self-confidence. So if you take time to set resolutions before the new year comes in, then by the time the new year rolls around, you've already started to live by those resolutions. So you've already started to kind of see to believe that you can be this new version of self. You can actually show up and live in this new version of life, so to speak. And by doing that, you are setting yourself up for success early, and you are more likely to stick to your resolutions if you show up for them before the new year than if you create them afterwards. So I am a big believer in doing New Year's resolutions beforehand. I actually stumbled upon this concept completely by accident. I was going to say about 5 years ago, but I'm actually going to say exactly 6 years ago, 7 years ago, exactly 7 years ago, because a year before my wedding, I had major goals to lose some weight. I wanted to get in the best shape of my life for that wedding day. I was going to put on a white dress. I was going to be in front of a ton of people, and I wanted to look really good. And I also really wanted the photographs that were going to be taken on my wedding day to be photographs that I could look back on and not spend all of my time kind of criticizing myself as I looked in the pictures, thinking like, oh, that really wasn't the best that I looked like. I wanted to feel like I was in the best shape that I could possibly be so that I wouldn't be self-critical. And disclaimer, I completely nailed that goal. Like I will say I looked great at my wedding and I was in good shape. I was very pleased. So what actually happened was I was a bridesmaid for a friend's wedding, and she was getting married exactly 1 year before my wedding. My wedding was scheduled to take place on the 16th of December, and my friend's wedding was scheduled to take place the year before on the 15th of December. Little did I know that actually this had lined up with the new moon of that December, the year before. And I had chosen, in preparation for my friend's wedding, to start my new workout routine. I kind of had started Kayla Itzine's Bikini Body guide back in the day when, like way before the Sweat app, back in the day when Kayla Itzine's Bikini Body guide was like a PDF ebook. So I started week 1 of Kayla Itzine's Bikini Body guide the day before or the week of my friend's wedding, knowing that that was a full year before my own wedding. And that was when I was going to commence my official New Year's resolutions prior to New Year. And I remember, because I'd already started it on the 15th of December, I actually woke up on New Year's Day to do my, Wednesday workout of the Kayla Itzine's Bikini Body Guide week 3, I think it was at that point. And I remember I was staying at like a music festival or something, and I woke up early on New Year's Day and I went down by the water and I did this workout with some music in my ear. And a girl came up to me afterwards and she was like, wow, watching you do this workout like to the sunset on New Year's Day when the rest of us are all sitting here feeling hungover, like you are so inspiring and you motivated me to really show up for myself. And I was like, little did she thought I was this kind of person who was always motivated to exercise. And little did she know that that was actually the 3rd week that I was sticking to a regular exercise routine almost in my entire life. And to be honest, that resolution, that pre-resolution that I set up for myself on the 15th of December, 2016, landed up changing the trajectory of the next, 5 to now 6, 7 years, because I became passionate about exercise thereafter, because I committed to it so strongly. On that new moon, I landed up holding that resolution for the whole of the following year, and I became incredibly fit and I was in incredibly good shape by the time my wedding rolled around. But I'd also changed the way I showed up for myself. I had changed the way that I acted. And therefore, I actually landed up continuing on that path, and exercise has now become a very important part of my life. Obviously, everything goes in waves. So, I haven't always been super dedicated, but I would say I have been 100% more dedicated than I was the week before that 15th of December. So, long story short, start your New Year's resolutions around the new moon of December. This is the way to go. And this new moon we have right now, it is a new moon in Sagittarius. And this new moon's energy is going to hold until, I have this written down, it's going to hold until May 2024. Okay. So if anyone out there listening to this video is like me and you've been feeling particularly heavy this year, because let's be honest, this year has been yearing. Like if we look at what's been happening in the cosmos, and again, not an astrologer, don't come for me. I have only a very vague idea of what I'm talking about, but I do kind of know what I'm talking about. If you have been following the astrology this year, we had Venus in retrograde that happened during the summer. And this particular Venus in retrograde was the kind of Venus in retrograde that came along and it tipped people's lives upside down. Not everyone experienced this. It really depends on where Venus was in your chart. But if you experience this, if you know. And I was one of those people who experienced Venus going into retrograde. I believe there was Mercury in retrograde at the same time. Saturn was doing something crazy. There was a lot happening at that time, and my life completely turned upside down. I felt like I lost my compass. I felt like I lost my direction. I wasn't sure of any decisions that I'd previously made. I called into question my priorities, and I had to kind of rejig the whole system and re-figure out what was important to me and how I wanted to show up. Now, after that time, it has been a little bit lighter since Venus came out of retrograde around, I can't remember, September or something. But to be honest, this year has been yearing. This has been a heavy year. There's been a lot going on. So if you, like me, are kind of sensitive to these sort of energetics and you feel the shifts, you will probably be breathing a sigh of relief right now, because this new moon going into Sagittarius has brought with it an element of luck, because Sagittarius is the sign of luck. The Sagittarius is the sign of good luck. So for that reason, this good luck is going to continue between this new moon, which happened on the 12th of December, all the way until May 2024. So we're going to be in a space of luck between now and May 2024. So what I thought would be fun is if we did a lucky girl syndrome kind of ritual together. And then this lucky girl syndrome that I create for you today can actually be repeated week by week, day by day, 3 days a week, whatever you want, until, deep into next year. This is the kind of ritual that can really become a part of your regular routine, and it can really help you manifest your big goals and up level into that next level of existence in your life. I mean, I'm sure you've heard about Lucky Girl Syndrome. It's kind of all over TikTok. And essentially what it is, in my opinion, is it is using positive reinforcement, affirmations, and meditations to rewire, use the kind of neuroplasticity of the mind in order to manifest your big goals and up-level your life to your next set of dreams. So I'm a big fan of Lucky Girl Syndrome because I'm a big fan of manifestation work, and that is actually the main thing that I use in my new moon and full moon rituals. My new moon and full moon rituals are essentially like a kind of two-step process to manifestation. I use my new moon time to get in touch with my highest self, get in touch with my goals, and really set those intentions, visualize them clearly, get in touch with my highest self, gain some guidance from her, and help myself kind of align with that highest vibration so that I can up level and reach this next destination, i.e. this next level of life. All these goals and dreams live in the new paradigm that they are going to survive in. And then I use the full moon midway between each new moon intention setting time to come into contact with my shadow and figure out what limiting beliefs are there that are holding me back from this level of success that I so desire. And by doing this kind of essentially two-step process of gaining access to my goals, setting the intention, being clear, that helps me take the actionable steps in between. And then step 2, removing limiting beliefs, removing any kind of mindset webs that are going on in there that are blocking me from the goals and dreams that I want to achieve. And then removing those beliefs so that I can take further steps, so that I'm not holding myself back from achieving my goals, and then achieving those goals. And then again, getting in touch with my highest self, tapping into that vibration, setting intentions from there. And so the little staircase goes. Now, of course, I don't think any success trajectory actually looks like that. If only it did, if only it even looked like that. But let's be honest, it kind of looks like this. And then you kind of hit a plateau for a little while, you rock bottom, the universe gets you on your back, and then you have to kind of do this. But sometimes the rock bottom is a little bit higher than the previous rock bottom. That's my personal philosophy. We don't rock bottom. Actually, maybe we do. Maybe it's possible to rock bottom lower than you rock bottom before. But I believe that we are always going up. So even if you've rock bottom low, like the lower you go, the bigger the swing can be to go up. And honestly, rock bottoms only happen for one of 2 reasons. One is, and to be honest, it's only really one reason. Rock bottoms happen when you have been calling something in that's really, really big. You want something really, really big in your life, but you are not making the changes that need to be made in order to meet these goals, in order to come into terms with this new destiny of yours. And as a result, the universe essentially like pulls the rug out from underneath you and rock bottoms you so that you have to change to meet these goals. It is a way of shaking you up and forcing you to change everything around you because you have no choice. Like you had the easy option potentially, and you weren't doing what you needed to do. So the universe was like, nah, knock this person over. And it allows you to kind of figure it out. I mean, if you look back on any absolutely terrible rock bottom in your life, I know for me, when I look back on my worst rock bottoms in my past, it only led to something better. And it actually only led to me achieving even bigger and better goals. And I feel like those goals wouldn't have happened had I not experienced that rock bottom, because of what the rock bottom taught me, because of what the rock bottom made me into, and how it kind of alchemized and galvanized me. So that is an aside on the energetics of manifestation and kind of how rock bottoms can positively affect us on our trajectory towards our big goals. But right now, we are not in a rock bottom time. Right now, even if you have been in a rock bottom time this year, right now we are entering a time of luck, and we are going to enter into the world of lucky girl syndrome. Okay, so I have a few different tips and tools and things that I think would be really, really fun for you to do in preparation for your pre-resolutions, and in preparation for your resolutions this year, and in preparation for the ritual, this lucky girl ritual that I'm going to share with you now. So things that I think you should do in preparation for pre-resolution. I think that you should grab yourself a brand new journal and, make it really pretty or make it really interesting. I love like a black journal with kind of silver writing or gold writing, but that's me. That's because I'm really shadowy. I'm really like dark, and I love the concept of like the good shining through like the depth. That's something I enjoy. If you're more of kind of a neutral girl, then grab yourself like a neutral journal that feels really like light and positive and inspiring to you. Anyway, give yourself a journal, get yourself a brand new journal for 2024 and start it now. And, open the first page, and on the first page, set yourself up for the goals you want to achieve. Write out the list of things that you would like to manifest in 2024 and split it between 6 months and 12 months. So what goals are you looking to achieve in the next 6 months? And what goals are you looking to achieve in the next 24 months? And the reason we do this split is because the stuff that you can achieve within the next 6 months is kind of like a micro list of manifestation. And then you've got like the major list, which is the big items that will take 12 months or more. And the 6 month ones, put things that you believe will, come into your life a little bit quickly. And they can be even small things like material things. Maybe you're looking for, you've had your eye on, I don't know, the Dior lip oil, but you think it's really expensive. So you want to buy it on sale, and preferably you'd like it to be, you can make the manifestation really specific. So you'd like it to be 50% off, or you've been wanting to start singing lessons, but you have no idea where singing lessons even exist, and like you just want to find it. And that's something you could do in the next 6 months easily. But you want it to be easy. You want the lessons to kind of like come to you, and you want it to be in a convenient location at a good time, blah blah blah. Add that to your micro list, because as we go through this work, as we set our intentions every month, and as we go through the unblocking and the subconscious work that we're going to do in these rituals together, you will slowly start to see how this work manifests in your real life, and how that mini list, how the list that is the 0 to 6 months, those items are more likely to come through first, obviously, because it's the things you're going to manifest in the next 0 to 6 months. And that really goes towards helping build your trust muscle in this whole process. And it's going to keep you coming back for these rituals. It's going to keep you invested in this work. And you'll see when the mini list comes through, it's going to help you see the major list that's going to come through. And that to me is very exciting. So once you've written out your mini and your major list, I want you to really like tap into the feeling of this list, and know that with a little bit of effort and a little bit of luck, which is sprinkled in over this time anyway, there is a very good chance of you achieving and manifesting these things in a big way by May 2024. So we have everything that we need in order to manifest and quantum leap to these next levels by even May 2024. Even though I've told you to set this up as a 1-year goal, there is a very big possibility that a lot of the stuff that we are pulling in right now is going to come in early, because this time right now is sprinkled with a lot of good luck. And if you are here today, you too are sprinkled with a lot of good luck. Like you are stepping into the lucky girl portal right now with me. So let's get excited. Let's like harness and tap into this lucky girl portal energy. Okay. So that's the one thing I want you to do. I want you to write out this kind of manifesto, or this list of goals and things that you want to achieve. Okay. So that is step one, because you need to get clear on where you want to go. You need to get clear on the idea of what you want for yourself. The other thing that I would really recommend you do, and you don't need to pause the video and necessarily do this now, but I would recommend that you do this before the new year starts, is I would recommend you do a vision board, but not just any vision board for 2024. I would recommend that you do a digital vision board. Okay. This is the vision board of 2024. It's the digital vision board. So go to canva.com and create a new, if you don't have an account with canva.com already, that's fine. You really should. Canva's the best. It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. You don't have to create anything special. Just go to canva.com and, log in using your Gmail or, your Facebook or whatever, and just create a profile, get a free profile, and everything that you want to do, or what I'm going to chat to you about, you can do just using the free profile. So go in there and then type in vision board templates, iPhone. So vision board templates for an iPhone, and a whole bunch of really, really beautiful pre-created templates will pop up. And, there'll be these kind of like camouflages, maybe with like spaces for text that look like really chic, really aesthetic. It really kind of appeals to my personal aesthetic. Some of it's like really chic and really minimal. Some of it looks kind of like someone has actually cut pieces of like paper from a magazine and stuck them down, even like torn them. They've got like that kind of like torn edge effect. So it looks like someone has actually like made a really fun looking collage vision board and then just like took a photo of it and made a digital version of it. So do that. Grab a template from canva.com and go to the internet and find images of things that line up with these mini and major manifestations that you have in your list, and find images or sentences or affirmations or words that line up with this and are a visual representation of what it is that you're looking for in the next year, and create a digital vision board. And you can even you don't actually have to do this on your computer. You can also download Canva directly onto your phone, and you can do it on the app as well. And then once you're finished creating this vision board, like planting, and it's super easy, like you don't need to be good at graphic design or anything. Like it's as simple as like picking a template off their website and then like replacing the images with like images you found on the internet. And then that's it. And then once you finish, like simply just download the image. And then what I recommend you do is take this vision board image and save it as, one of your like select it as one of your kind of new wallpapers, and then let it be your new wallpaper that appears on your phone. And every time you feel like you want to get in touch with this personal goal, these personal dreams, go into the wallpaper and switch over to choose that one. Me personally, I don't always like to have my like goals and dreams as my wallpaper. I kind of chop and change. I like to sometimes have pictures of my family as my wallpaper. Sometimes I have kind of a simple white thing that says don't chase, attract, when I just like to think about the goals. And sometimes I like to go to my vision board and have that as my wallpaper. So I really recommend doing that as your kind of digital wallpaper, because it's a really fun and modern way of doing a vision board. And I mean, the effects of vision boarding have been well documented as to why they work, why we achieve our goals when we vision board, because we're taking the time to really think and consider what it is that we want in our life. And then we are consistently visually reinforcing these goals and dreams in front of us. And when we do that, our subconscious mind starts to believe that this stuff is possible for us. And our subconscious mind starts to believe that this is actually happening for us now. And therefore, our subconscious mind starts to work on a solution to help us achieve those goals in the future. So that is why vision boarding works. And that is why I encourage you to do a digital vision board today, because really, digital just makes sense for the kind of lifestyles we lead now, don't you think? If you want to do a real vision board and put it somewhere in your house, power to you. But personally, I feel like the digital one is something that I'm going to see a lot more right now, because I'm always with my phone. Like, I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to look at that. So that makes sense. I also kind of like how seamless and easy it is nowadays. It's so rare that we buy magazines nowadays. It's so rare that we print pictures off of a printer. I don't know how many people actually even have printers anymore. Like, yeah, fine, we have one at the office, but I don't have access to printing things. And even if I were to get a magazine, I don't know if I would find images related to the goals and dreams that I actually have, but I do know that those images are on the internet. So for me, digital vision board is the way. So what you do for a scripting ritual or a scripting program, Lucky Girl scripting exercise, that's what it is. Lucky Girl scripting exercise is grab out a piece of paper, or again, let's go back to digital because digital is the way today. Pull up a blank Word document on your computer. Now, I want you to take this list that you have written out in your journal of all the things that you're looking to manifest during 2024. And I want you to write out as if it was the end of 2024 and write out like a little mini essay. I'm so grateful for having achieved, and then write out everything that you've achieved and write everything in past tense. And even go into details about how you achieved it. But most importantly, show your gratitude for everything that you have in your life. Let's say that you are calling in buying a house. Let's say you're calling in a long-term partner. I'm so grateful that I have this wonderful person in my life who loves me unconditionally for the person that I am. I'm so grateful that I have found this person in my life that I've been looking for so long. And now they came into my life at the absolute perfect time. I'm so grateful that I am living in a home of my dreams and I feel safe and secure. I'm so grateful that I have wonderful and supportive friends around me who make me feel loved and understood and authentically me. I'm so grateful that I've stepped into self-confidence and self-belief, and I am eventually feeling worthy and enough. And I'm so grateful that because I feel worthy and enough, I was able to achieve the promotion to this next level in my job. I'm so grateful to have received recognition for all my skills and my gifts in this job. I'm so grateful that I have eventually given myself recognition that I am good enough for all the things that I desire. And I'm so grateful for the gratitude that I experience in my life and for the feeling of love that I have towards everyone in my life and everything in my life. Write all of this out, make it past tense, because as you write it out in the past tense, it actually slowly starts to trick your brain into believing that this stuff has occurred. Our brains are sometimes surprisingly simple. Our brains kind of revert into the reptile brain. So as you write this out in the past tense, you really start to feel like your heart actually starts to kind of palpitate, and your heart starts to tap into the energy of the success of this. And you start to feel the love and the gratitude and the excitement for having achieved this. And when you do this, again, your subconscious mind starts to try and figure out a way to get this for you, even without you having to actively think about this. And once you've written this mini essay, I want you to pull this essay up. In an ideal world, I would say you pull it up every day. You know, as soon as you sit down at your computer every morning with your cup of coffee and you're about to open your emails, because let's be honest, most of us do that first thing. Like we go in, we open the email to see, okay, what kind of shitstorm is coming our way today? And what am I waiting for? Instead, undo that habit, break that loop. Let's disrupt that right now. Pattern disrupting right now. Let's not open the email first thing. Let's open this Word document first thing. First thing on the workday, Word document. Open up. Read through this essay. Read through this manifesto of everything that you're so grateful to have had achieved during 2024, and start your day with that every day. And I promise you, by doing this exercise, you are going to be reinforcing this, and you're going to be setting your day up for success in the beginning of your day. Because when you are starting your day with gratitude for things that you want to achieve that you have not achieved yet, I promise you, your mind is going to set to the task of working to achieve that. And your mind is going to become strategic, because your mind is always looking for the easiest route to things. That's actually why we stick in bad habits, because our mind wants to do what's easiest and it's used to the bad habit. That's easiest for it. But if every day you're reinforcing this new positive visual, this new positive idea, that is what your mind is going to think is easiest. Your mind's going to be like, cool, let's do that. And let's do that in the easiest possible way. And your mind's going to set yourself up to that. And then also you're going to slowly start strategically setting your day up so that each day, once you've read this, you've kind of reminded yourself that this is actually what you're here for. This is what you're showing up for. You're not going through your day in autopilot. You're not just coming day in, day out and doing the same old shit, right? You want that. You remind yourself that that is what you ultimately want for yourself. So you are going to find a way to make sure that that is what you work towards achieving that day. You're going to find the time. You're going to prioritize it. You're not going to just let the daily whirlwind sweep you up and forget what you're here for. So that is why scripting works, and that is what you're going to do. So today, number one, you're going to write out that list. You are going to set up a digital vision board. That's going to go on your phone. Number three, you are going to script out an essay describing all the success that you achieved in 2024. And if you want to take step 1 and step 3 and put it together, and like maybe you're not a bullet point person. I'm a bullet point person. I like writing things out in simple point form. But if you want to go straight to the essay, you want to go straight to the script, then you do that. Or again, combine them, and instead of writing an essay, write out everything you've achieved in bullet points. Personally, like I can't really write it in an essay, although I would love it if it was beautiful. Maybe I'll write it in bullet points and I'll shove it into ChatGPT and I'll make them romanticize it and pull it out to me in a really like beautiful, poetically written thing. Actually, do that. That sounds easiest to me. Write it in bullet points, put it into ChatGPT, let them spit it out to you in a really beautiful way that feels nice to read. Like it's a novel that you are reading and being educated about for the first time. I love that idea for me. So I'm going to do that one. Okay. Whew. I got really excited about this suddenly. So I hope you are feeling excited about this too. Okay. So in conclusion, we're going to do a ritual, and this is a ritual that you can repeat, and it's going to be pulling in this same energy of this script that you have created for yourself, this lucky girl syndrome. Another thing that I can really recommend when it comes to lucky girl syndrome is go into YouTube or Insight Timer, whatever your favorite meditation app is, and just type in affirmations. And, you know, on a day when you're not in the mood to listen to the script, on a day when you're not in the mood to listen to this meditation, listen to this particular ritual, just listen to affirmations. And if you don't feel like listening to affirmations, there are really only 3 affirmations that are important to us. So I was listening to a talk by Marissa Peer, the therapist. She's kind of all over the internet, all over Instagram. She's got podcasts. Anyway, she is very incredible. And she spoke about how there are only really 3 affirmations that are like that count, like the three most common, the three most important affirmations. And you can create affirmations that are like much more specific and use different language, but all of them kind of boil down to like three core issues. So one is I'm enough. The other one is I matter. And the last one is I'm lovable. Those are the three most important affirmations. And when I say them, you will know which one kind of hits you the hardest, which one you feel like you need to hear the most. And that is the affirmation that you should be repeating to yourself, both today and tomorrow and, every morning. Start your day, brush your teeth. I'm enough. I'm lovable. I matter. Okay. And actually, you know what? Let's close our eyes. We'll start with the affirmations and then we're going to do our ritual together. Okay. So you can either do this meditation sitting, or I'm very happy with doing an active meditation too. If you've chosen to kind of pop this video in while you're taking a walk, then, carry on walking and give yourself some time to do a bit of a walking meditation. I'm a huge fan of walking meditations. I feel like when we are walking, we get into a meditative state. So, you do you. If you want to be lying down, do that. If you want to be sitting, do that. Just please don't be driving, because driving and meditating, they don't go together. Okay. So get into whatever comfortable state and position you are in. And slowly bring your attention to your breath. Slowing down your breathing. Breathe in for 4. And hold. And exhale. And in. Hold. And exhale. And again, deep inhale. And hold it. And release with a sigh. Now, allowing your breath to slow down to a natural, slow rhythm. Imagine a beautiful, clear, white, and healing light shining up above your head, and allowing this white light to pour over your head. As it does, feeling the warmth and healing energy opening up the top of your crown chakra, opening up the space between your 2 eyes, your third eye, and relaxing all the muscles around your forehead. Allow the light to pour over down your throat, opening up your throat, pouring down, relaxing your shoulders, over your chest, opening up your heart, pouring down, opening up your solar plexus and relaxing it, releasing any tension, anxiety you might be holding onto there. Pouring down to your belly button, underneath your belly button, opening up your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, somewhere around your womb space. And finally, tapping into the base of your spine, relaxing all the muscles at the base of your spine, your thighs, your knees, your shins, your ankles, and your feet, and opening up your root chakra, and imagining this white energy pouring into the crown of your head, all the way through your spine, and going out through your root into the earth's core, and allowing that energy to loop up into the cosmos, back into your crown, down into the earth's core. And allow this energy to surge through you in a perpetual cycle of life force energy. As you relax into this space, feeling this energy pulsing through you and filling you with its high vibration. Start to feel yourself vibrating and elevating your vibration and feeling a sense of love vibrate through every cell. As you relax into this space, taking note of the temperature, I want you to say these affirmations to yourself in your head. As you're in this space of white light and positive energy, remind yourself, I'm enough. I matter. I am lovable. I'm enough. I matter. And I am lovable. One more time. I'm enough. I matter. And I am lovable. Now, I want you to imagine that you are walking along a pathway and you're going towards a station. It can be a train station, a bus station, an airport of some sort, even a space station. And as you walk towards this, you know that you are going towards a time machine, a portal. Step into this portal, securing yourself in, and look towards the center and give yourself a moment before you push the giant red button that is going to accelerate you 12 months into the future towards December of next year. Allow yourself to be transported in time to 12 months into the future. Watch as you look out the windows, you watch the next 12 months transpire past you in a flash. Allow the time machine to come to a gentle halt. And when you're ready, open the door and step outside to where you are going to face yourself, your highest and most successful version of self, 12 months in the future. Walk out of this time machine, stepping into a space filled with beautiful natural light. And find a doorway where you walk into a room decorated to your heart's desire. Make it as beautiful and as grand as you want, or as intimate and comforting as you want. Allow the space to be filled with warm and welcoming light. And look around, and in a beautiful chair in the room, you will find your highest self in 12 months' time. This is your highest and most successful version of you. that will manifest into existence in the next 12 months. Locate the seat opposite this highest, most magnetic version of self, or find a seat next to them. Taking a moment to look at yourself. Take note of your features, the expression on your face, how you are dressed, how you appear. Take a moment to connect with your future, most successful, highest self. Perhaps you embrace, perhaps you take each other's hands, or perhaps you just greet each other with a big warm smile. And now, have a conversation with your highest and most magnetic self. Allow them to tell you everything that they are so excited about having had achieved this year. Allow them to express the gratitude for everything that they have in their life right now. Allow them to express the gratitude for you, for everything that you did in order to make their life as it is possible. Listen to everything that they have to say, all the descriptions they have of their life, all the gratitude they are feeling for everything in their life right now. Let them explain to you exactly how they are feeling, how achieving their goals has made them feel enough, lovable, and like they matter. But listen to how deciding that they were already enough, lovable, and mattered was what helped them achieve these goals. It was in the knowing that they and we and you are always enough and matter and are lovable that allowed them to let go of any fear of failure and walk towards success. Now, once they've shared their gratitude for everything that you did and the gratitude for everything that they have in their life now, and have shared with you in meticulous detail or just general feelings, everything that they have and everything that they love and everything that they've achieved over the last year, take time for a question with your highest and most successful self 12 months from now. Look into their eyes and ask them, what is the one thing that I need to do today to allow myself to get one step closer to where you are now? And listen to their response. Now, when you are ready, thank them for their wisdom and guidance. Allow them to thank you for all the work that you are putting in, and all the love and all the gratitude. And slowly depart the room, walking towards your spaceship, towards your time travel. step into this ship, into this time machine, and allow it to send you back 12 months to the present moment, arriving securely and comfortably back in your body now and today. In this space, say with me one last time, I matter. I'm lovable. And I am enough. And with that, slowly open your eyes, wiggle your fingers, and stretch out. And welcome back. I hope that you enjoyed that ritual with me. I hope that you'll be able to use it again and again. If you liked this video and you want to see more videos, we have come to the end. Thank you so much for doing this new moon ritual with me. Thank you so much for taking the time with me to prepare yourself for your New Year's resolutions for 2024. Please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel. It really helps. And I will be with you next time. All right. Lots of love.